Hey everyone, we are keeping up the momentum with Momentum Shift. I'm Ilana, Afrika Vredenkamp, and it's really good to know that we're in this space again where we can celebrate each other because we all have something in common. And I'm looking out for tonight's guest as we are live right now. Thank you, Momentum, for giving us this. Oh, you're there already. Hey, Jessica. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Jessica van Heerden. I don't have my instruments with me tonight, so it's been crazy. We've done crazy stuff in this place. We've even had like instruments that we play in order to celebrate people. Content creator and YouTuber. This next lady that you're about to meet is not just going to announce an opportunity for you to win tonight, but she is one of the top 3 YouTubers in South Africa. She's been featured in glamorous magazines and Cosmopolitan magazine on the cover. She is also one of the most glamorous women for 2019. She is beautiful. If you look at her videos, you'll see up close and personal, her glossy lips, her beautiful hair, her outrageous outfits. Her boyfriend is on one of the videos.
Fiance.
When?
November.
How do I not know about that?
I don't know.
Wait a minute. Was it in a video?
Yes.
I'm going to go look for it. How do I find it?
He surprised me in Thailand on our last day. We went hiking.
I need to know more of this because we need to find out. I need 3 months bank statements from him in order to make sure that no, I'm kidding. I'm going to talk about that. She's been alongside people like Bonang, and here she is. She's got followers. She's called a content queen because we celebrate everything that you do. As a YouTuber, you've got influence. And tonight, you are on Momentum Shift with Ilana. Welcome.
It's crazy. Like, I literally cannot believe that I had the incredible opportunity to be working with Momentum. I mean, I have my medical aid with Momentum. I have an investment policy, life insurance, like literally all of our things are with Momentum. So for them to ask me to be a part of this is just such an authentic and real experience for me. And I'm excited to be talking to you. Like, what the heck? Can you say hi to my vlog? Do you want to
Yes, I'm ready. What must I say?
Just say hi, vlog.
Wait, I'm live now. Hi, vlog. Wait,
guys,
I want to do it again.
Rihanna.
I want to get my best side.
And this is our live. Say hi.
Hi, vlog.
Hey, guys. I'm vlogging today. So I wanted to capture this moment.
Are you still rolling? Look, I've still got my vlog face.
You look beautiful regardless.
That was my vlog face. I just wanted to listen, but now, first of all, do you have Multiply? Haha, Multiply with Momentum. They're amazing. So, oh, well done. The other thing I want to say is congratulations on the engagement. Now, I know a lot about you, but I did not know about Brendan's engagement. So I'm going to go and look at my videos. I'm going to ask my personal assistants. Okay, I don't have one, but I'm gonna go and look for your video online and definitely follow it. Listen, how has your hello says to me, hey to me, how has your business been affected during lockdown?
So, fortunately, I work from home regardless of lockdown, regardless of the virus, and you know what we are going through right now. So for me, I'm very thankful and fortunate that I am working online and I don't need to physically meet with anyone or physically conduct business. My job is to create videos from wherever I am and content from wherever I am. So it's honestly a blessing to be able to do it like that. So it has affected me in a sense where, like, I have to look for ways to be creative. It doesn't just like come that easy as to when you are traveling and you know, out and about. So I need to come up with ways to be creative and just create this, you know, use the space that I have.
It's interesting that you say using the space that you have. And if you just joined in, hi, Momentum Shift with myself, Ilana. We have the coolest guests, okay? We're really lucky. Thanks, Momentum, that we can take over your Instagram and just invite all these cool people to come and play with us. Jessica and Momentum, they have a competition that we are running. Now, if you just tuned in, earlier I mentioned about a chance to win you stand a chance of winning a personal branding coaching session. Now, imagine being coached by the best of the best. This coaching session with Jessica van Heerden is to the value of 10,000 Rand. You could win that tonight. Now, wait, there's T's and C's, so you have to listen up, okay? 10,000 Rand based on, you can win based on your interaction tonight on this Instagram live. I can see the eyes that are touching base with us on Momentum Shift. So based on your interaction with Jessica and myself tonight, you stand a chance of winning that personal branding and coaching session worth 10,000 Rand. The T's and C's of this promotion and competition is live right now on the Momentum Facebook pages, so check it out. This promotion ends at 8 o'clock this evening, so no late submissions and comments will be considered after that. Don't WhatsApp me, tweet me, comment. No, after 8, it finishes, it closes, okay? These sessions will be done via Zoom, and she'll be able to consult about how you can start your own brand and be like, just like Jessica, I want to win. How can I? No, I don't want to win. I can't win, right? No. I think that's in the P's and C's. You mentioned earlier about developing content and being in a space where you're at home and it's not as easy as when you travel. Did you have to come up with interesting things to do at home? Did you decide, okay, so the president has made an announcement. We are in lockdown here in South Africa. It's time to reinvent my business in order to move forward and to gain momentum. I'm going to change my plan completely.
You know what? Not completely. It's just a couple of times you reach a creative block. And what I mean by that is in the beginning, it was fine. You kind of come up with ideas as you go. And my fiance and I have a vlog channel. So we decided to vlog every single day. And we were like, oh, this is going to be fun. You know, giving people that are at home doing absolutely nothing something to watch. But the thing is, we were also at home doing absolutely nothing. So that was a little bit of a challenge to come up with ideas to make these vlogs interesting. But what shocked me is that people were actually enjoying the normal boring stuff, and that warmed my heart, because it just goes to show that people actually like to see our lives and to see what we are doing, whether we're just making coffee or taking out the trash or making food. And that to me was amazing, because I feel like I'm so in tune with my audience, and I feel like they relate to me to a sense where I can create anything and they would enjoy it, because they are connected to me as a person and not necessarily my content. So that makes it a little bit easier. But in terms of working with brands and coming up with different like concept ideas, it's a little bit challenging when you have a bedroom, a living room, a kitchen, a bathroom, and that's it. You like don't have a lot of creative spaces to play with, and we stay in a tiny apartment. We don't have a garden and we don't have a lot of space to work with. So it's definitely been a challenge, but I think I grew a lot from it, and for that I'm very thankful.
Well, so many comments coming in. If you just joined us, Momentum Shift with myself, Ilana. Tonight, Jessica van Heerden is our guest, and she is a YouTuber, an influencer. She vlogs, and I was on a vlog tonight. I'm so excited. So some of the comments that are coming through, people are saying, pick me, I want to win, because we're running a competition. You could win with Jessica tonight. And then also others are talking about your authenticity. We had some comments now that talks about your voice, saying we love your voice. So many comments saying how pretty you are. You are gorgeous. And it's so great to have you here talking about how to talk to masses, how to have influence, and how to have positive influence, because I love your stories. They're positive and they make us feel like we can achieve things. I want a car, you know, I want a partner that also proposes, or that can say, and I say that metaphorically, I have a husband. I'm just saying, I'm just talking. You know, we strive for love, and we strive for things that our vlogging influencers have. I want to ask you, have you gotten many other YouTube subscribers during this time of lockdown? Did you see an increase in the people that follow you?
Well, Brain and I, everyone knows Brain, my fiance, he and myself and him, decided to start a vlog channel just before the lockdown and before all of this happened. So I mean, that channel grew tremendously. So in a sense, yes, but I feel like with my consistency, I post maybe 2 to 3 videos a week regardless of the lockdown. So I feel like I don't really notice because I'm always consistent before the lockdown and now. So it's difficult to say if the lockdown affected it because my momentum didn't change. Excuse my pun, but my momentum didn't change. It didn't change because of lockdown. I've always been very driven, very consistent, and consistency is probably the most important thing. If you are following your passion, no matter what it is.
I love how you say consistency is important. And even last week with our guest, with Zakia, and with all the others that we've had before that, they all talk about how you can't just arrive out of lockdown and have these dreams and aspirations. It's almost like now is the time to work on it while we are in lockdown. And you just said it, consistency is key. Whether you want a healthy body or learn to eat well and identify triggers around you, or whether it is that you're working on a business plan, you know, it would probably benefit you if you are consistent during this period and then after lockdown, action it or apply it in order to multiply your success or in order to achieve what you want to do. In this time, while you were in lockdown, while you are making your videos and exploring with all the, there's so many hearts that's coming your way. Hey guys, yes, it's her. Thanks, Jess. And true, Jess, people are saying. Has lockdown affected your relationship with your fiance, and also how?
In the beginning, no. But we are 2 months in. I am constantly surrounded by this man. It's coming to a point where I'm feeling like, babes, just give me 5 minutes. Let me just be in my room. Let me just chill. But all jokes aside, I think it's done amazing for our relationship because we've learned to be around each other 24/7. And it's almost like we've learned to not tick each other off in certain ways and just to accommodate each other. So I think we've grown a lot. But like any relationship, when, I mean, it's a stressful time. We can't go anywhere. And, you know, it's going to happen with every relationship. But I wouldn't say that it affected it badly. And I also wouldn't say that the lockdown has been good for my relationship. But we've learned quite a bit, actually.
Well, talking about learning, we want to learn from you tonight and some of the questions that are coming through saying, but how does one vlog? The equipment is so expensive. What advice would you give to someone who's just starting out and they want to do what you do? Others are also saying they can't wait to see your videos, meeting you for the first time. What advice can you give if we want to start vlogging?
So one of the videos that I did with my Momentum partnership was how to film and edit a video on your phone. So most of us, I would say, even if not all of us, have good smartphones, which comes with amazing cameras these days. So I didn't. When I started, I didn't invest in the most expensive equipment. And as I kind of grew and as I, you know, evolved into this industry, I bought this and I bought this and I bought that. And my advice for someone wanting to start vlogging or even start a beauty channel or do little makeup tutorials or just anything online, if you have phone, you have good sunlight, and that little app that I showed on my video is an amazing way to edit your videos. And if you feel like it's something that you want to do for the rest of your life or for a while, then I would suggest investing. And I mean, if you can invest into equipment, amazing, do that if you want to, but I would make do with what I have to start off with, because you learn so much. And I personally have wasted so much money on different equipment because I was impulsive and I wanted it now, and I wanted to like film these videos, and then it ended up not being, you know, being something that I didn't want. So I would just be patient and make do with what you have.
That's really good advice. So stick with what you have at the moment. Don't go out there. And she mentioned a great word that would help us for the rest of our life, and it is impulsive. You can't do anything impulsively. By the way, one of the things,
especially not now.
Exactly. One of the things trending tonight was that all online option or shopping online options are now open. So instead of buying limited goods, you can now buy anything. So don't be impulsive. You know, I think we can learn from someone like Momentum and Multiply and all these amazing products that we actually need to make very wise decisions about our money. Speaking of which, Jessica and Momentum are giving you the opportunity to win in this competition. Earlier, I mentioned you should tune in because you have a chance to win a personal branding and coaching session with Jessica van Heerden.
And it's amazing because I will literally, we are going to have so much fun. You and I, whoever wins, we are going to do a Zoom call because hashtag social distancing, and I will literally answer any and every question that you have. I will even share my screen with you and show you how I edit a video. It's going to be such an amazing personalized experience, and I'm just so excited to do this with Momentum because I have never seen anyone do this before, and it's almost like a priceless. I know you say 10,000 and that was like the estimate, but I feel like it's such a priceless thing because it's something that I don't offer. I don't sell my experience. So it's something that's completely priceless, and I'm just so excited to have one of you guys win. So comment, engage, and I'm excited. I'm so excited.
Well, there you heard it. That's what you need to do in order to win. Engage, comment, and say hello. T's and C's are on the Facebook page of Momentum, so you can check it out. This promotion ends at 8 o'clock this evening. So after that, your comments, unfortunately, will not be considered if you are trying to comment in order to win. Listen, I've got 100 more questions. So one of the questions that came out, someone says, you're glowing. You're glowing, Jess. That came through. They want to know they want to know where your fiance is. Is he there?
He's actually not here right now. He's working on a project and he's been struggling doing it telephonically, and he's working with his mom. So he decided to go there this morning and just try and save some time, because I always say time is probably the most valuable commodity we have. And he's been wasting like days and days trying to figure it out telephonically. So he went there. I think they are actually watching. He said he would tune in, but I don't know.
Hi. What kind of adjustments did you have to make during lockdown? Nadia says, pick me. Nadia Korea, I'm sure Jess will decide, okay? So I'm sure she'll pick you. What kind of adjustments did you have to make during this time in order to run your business and your online?
Not much. As I said, I've worked from home previously, so not much has changed. I think the only thing really is I used to see, you know, members from a brand maybe and meet up and brainstorm on content ideas, and just every now and again I would have a meeting, whereas now we do Zoom calls. And I think it's amazing because, Ilana, I'm going to be honest with you, I do not like leaving my house. So this is amazing for me. And I made a joke with Brain and I said, if this is all over, I would probably do with a really good night in. And that's just the type of person I am. I'm a homebody. I love my space. I love my privacy, and I love just to be able to do my job and my passion from home. So not much has changed, and I'm just so thankful for Zoom, because once this is all over, I'm pretty sure it's going to continue and we won't have to meet up in person, which I think is amazing anyway.
Well, I've got some comments. People are agreeing with you, saying they love being at home too. I had another comment that said, I miss going to events. Robin Klutzer also commenting, saying, I'm always at home. It is the best. So I think that there's a few people that are agreeing with you at the moment. Now, I have to ask you, because we have had so many comments tonight, and even I said it blushingly. How do you even stay so flawless? What is the one beauty product that during lockdown you just couldn't get enough of? Like, I mean, I've got this much exfoliator left. I'm like squeezing it out of my little. What's the one beauty product?
You must use sugar. You must use sugar and coconut oil, and make yourself
as an exfoliator.
Yes.
Okay, I'm learning.
I'm not
Guys,
a
take
professional,
tips.
so if something bad happens. No, I'm kidding, but I love doing natural face masks with like actual food. You can do avocado, you can do oats, even oats is a good exfoliator. So that's a little tip for you, Alana. But
So what do you mix the oats with in order to exfoliate?
so you can either do an egg and oats, or you can do oats and yogurt. You can do oats and coconut oil.
Jessica,
You
food's
don't
expensive,
know
girl.
this.
I can use my
It's
oats for my
natural
face.
skincare.
No,
But
I'm loving these
honestly,
tips. Okay, so but what's your skin routine? What do you do? How do you get your brows so perfect and your hair, and look at her lips, it's so glossy. Like give us more. We want more.
you're making me blush. I think probably taking care of your skin is the best beauty secret ever. I don't wear makeup every single day, but when I do, I make sure I take every last scrap off my skin, and then exfoliate. As you said, very, very important. What exfoliating does is just it removes all of the dead skin and makes your skin nice and smooth. But the one product I have really loved, especially before I go to bed, is my Elizabeth Arden Night Miracle Moisturizer. It's really amazing. It's literally the thickest, luxurious little cream, and it makes you like this shiny. You'll shine from the moon. You'll see me from the moon. That's how shiny it is. And it's just so moisturizing, and I love it.
Well, you don't need it because your heart shines brighter than your beautiful face. And that's what's gorgeous. I'm just so excited that you are so excited about the winner that you're going to choose, because you're able to empower someone and you're able to create success in someone's life where, you know, something that they're really passionate about. People are still commenting, going, pick me. I love an olive oil and sugar scrub. There's a comment that's coming through. A few people are talking about the benefits of turmeric.
Yes.
The other day I learned that you can get an almond and turmeric latte.
Yes, that's amazing.
I've never tasted it. So once out of lockdown, always out of lockdown, we will try it.
Why don't you
Listen,
make
now
your
that
own? Why don't you just make your own?
you see, Jessica, you are just, can't I just buy it? You are so good at this. Make it yourself. You see, that's what vlogging does. It teaches you how to create things yourself. It probably does. It does. What do you have for us in order to take with us out of lockdown? I mean, you have just reassured us that being in lockdown doesn't have to be bad, because that's what you said. You explained how you have minimal around you, consider it as luxury, and still that you are enjoying it. So what can we do after lockdown instead of disliking our homes and wanting to just get out, you know? What's the one thing that you think should stay with us?
The one thing that I took from lockdown and being in a confined space and being forced to slow down, and that made me realize how important self-care is and self-love. I mean, material things can disappear like this, and it's just so important to take care of yourself, your mind, your heart, your body, your skin. I think like skincare and little treats has been my favorite thing that I took from lockdown, because I do a little treat every single day where I used to do it twice a week. So now I have more time because the world has kind of come to a standstill. So what else can we do than exfoliator? So that's a little tip for you, Alana.
But what do you mix the oats with in order to exfoliate?
So you can either do an egg and oats, or you can do oats and yogurt. You can do oats and coconut oil.
Jessica,
You
food's
don't
expensive,
know
girl.
this.
I can use my
It's
oats for my
natural
face.
skincare.
No, I'm loving these tips. Okay, so but what's your skin routine? What do you do? How do you get your brows so perfect and your hair, and look at her lips, it's so glossy. Like give us more. We want more.
You're making me blush. I think probably taking care of your skin is the best beauty secret ever. I don't wear makeup every single day, but when I do, I make sure I take every last scrap off my skin, and then exfoliate. As you said, very, very important. What exfoliating does is just it removes all of the dead skin and makes your skin nice and smooth. But the one product I have really loved, especially before I go to bed, is my Elizabeth Arden Night Miracle Moisturizer. It's really amazing. It's literally the thickest, luxurious little cream, and it makes you like this shiny. You'll shine from the moon. You'll see me from the moon. That's how shiny it is. And it's just so moisturizing, and I love it.
Well, you don't need it because your heart shines brighter than your beautiful face. And that's what's gorgeous. I'm just so excited that you are so excited about the winner that you're going to choose, because you're able to empower someone and you're able to create success in someone's life where, you know, something that they're really passionate about. People are still commenting, going, pick me. I love an olive oil and sugar scrub. There's a comment that's coming through. A few people are talking about the benefits of turmeric.
Yes.
The other day I learned that you can get an almond and turmeric latte.
Apparently yes, that's amazing.
I've never tasted it. So once out of lockdown, always out of lockdown, we will try it.
Why don't you make your own? Why don't you just make your own?
You see, Jessica, you are just, can't I just buy it? You are so good at this. Make it yourself. You see, that's what vlogging does. It teaches you how to create things yourself. It probably does. It does. What do you have for us in order to take with us out of lockdown? I mean, you have just reassured us that being in lockdown doesn't have to be bad, because that's what you said. You explained how you have minimal around you, consider it as luxury, and still that you are enjoying it. So what can we do after lockdown instead of disliking our homes and wanting to just get out, you know? What's the one thing that you think should stay with us?
The one thing that I took from lockdown and being in a confined space and being forced to slow down, and that made me realize how important self-care is and self-love. I mean, material things can disappear like this, and it's just so important to take care of yourself, your mind, your heart, your body, your skin. I think like skincare and little treats has been my favorite thing that I took from lockdown, because I do a little treat every single day where I used to do it twice a week. So now I have more time because the world has kind of come to a standstill. So what else can we do other than self-love? So it's really forced me to discover a different type of self-love. And with that said, I've gained weight. My jeans don't fit anymore, and I still love myself. I still love my body. I still feed it healthy food, and I've learned to make so many new recipes, brain made at home McDonald's, and it's better than the original. Like, lockdown has taught us so much, and we've learned a lot from it.
Yeah, a few people commenting about what lockdown has done for them, and others. Angie just said true, Jess, where she is agreeing with you. A few questions have come through about the contrast between hate mail or people disliking what you do, and also on the other side, empowering. How do you deal with negative comments? Because it's wonderful that I love how you're saying that during this time you've picked up weight and you still love your body. That's incredible. It is, because we are so quickly to criticize ourselves, right? So how do you deal with negative comments around you?
Well, I think it all depends on how you take it. People can say whatever they want about me or about you. It's not about what they say. It's about how you respond to it. So for me, when someone says, I'm just going to take an example. Someone said, ooh, Jace's bum got big. Like, a normal person would be like, oh my gosh, this person is saying I'm fat. And then you just kind of change your mindset to say, well, maybe this person is saying that I have beautiful curves and they envy it. Maybe. I don't know. I think it's all about how you respond. And even if it was straight up just a mean comment, I just wouldn't respond, because I wouldn't want to spend my time on negativity, and that's what I promote. And I always promote being kind. It doesn't cost you anything. And yes, haters are not welcome in my space.
I just saw her click her neck, okay? She just did this without doing that. Well, while the haters aren't welcome, you are. And thank you for tuning in tonight. Momentum Shift with myself, Ilana, an incredible guest, as she's teaching us about herself, self-love, also what we can love about ourselves and our environment during lockdown. And what I'm loving is this promotion that ends at 8 o'clock tonight. Our T's and C's on the Momentum Facebook page, where you can win an opportunity to have a personal branding and coaching session with our very own Jessica van Heerden. She is just incredible. She has a fiance. This prize is to the value of more than, she said it's invaluable. There is no price. There is no, there's no price to it, okay? Even though we put a price to it, because she doesn't really offer her services at a price. So if you win this, it's really an amazing opportunity. But it will be based on your interaction until 8 o'clock tonight on this video that we will share to our story timeline as well on Momentum ZA. Speaking of which, Momentum, thank you so much that we can take over this channel and bring so much inspiration to people's living rooms, literally, and that we have Jess and amazing, amazing guests that we can chat to. Jess, if there's anything that you want to leave with us tonight, what would it be?
Now you caught me off guard there.
I can ask you more questions. I love asking the questions. I mean, you've said so many amazing things so far that it's just, we can take all of it and just keep it with it. I mean, people are saying that they really love you. They're saying, oh my word, this is how we want to grow. Someone said that you should be making hair videos.
Oh, I just actually did a hair video before I started filming this. That's why my hair is looking all fresh.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
So it's coming, I promise.
Do you have any advice on how to grow it longer in like 2 days? No, I'm kidding.
not in 2 days, but just be gentle with your hair. I think that's the most important thing. And it's not going to be 2 days. It's going to take about 2 years. When lockdown is over, you'll have long hair.
Success and this journey of this amazing woman and life goals and aspirations, this is what we live for. So thanks, Momentum ZA. Jess, baie dankie. Thank you so much for joining us on Momentum Shift with Ilana tonight. You have an incredible evening. What are you doing after this?
Eating. But no, I think, Ilana, if I have to be honest with you, the reason why I said you caught me off guard with the last thing I want to leave with you, I feel like the last impression is probably the most important impression that you give someone. And the last thing you say to someone is probably the thing that they'll remember the most. So that's why I'm always so scared to say something, be the last person to say something, because you never know if it's going to be something that they would take home with them and, implement into their lives. But I think if there's one thing that I can encourage everyone to do is to not, live your life not helping someone necessarily physically. So for me, I try and not do a lot for someone physically, but to teach them to do it themselves. Same with makeup and things like that. I'm not a makeup artist, but I don't, physically go out and do people's faces, but I can teach you to do your own, and I can teach you little tricks. And I think that's where success comes from, not necessarily just getting things the whole time, but being equipped and educated to do them for yourself. And I feel like a lockdown is probably the most perfect time to do that, because a lot of businesses have closed down. So now people are forced to try and, come up with a new way to make means with their expenses. And I feel like that's where this little tip comes into play. And just teaching yourself things to to do so you can take care of yourself instead of relying on other people. I think that is probably the thing that I would want to leave with everyone. Knowledge is power. I love that. Someone said knowledge is power.
Well, listen, knowledge is power, and what you said is beautiful, because yes, businesses have been struggling and people are struggling, and from our side as well, we salute you. Our heart goes out to everyone that's watching this video, and I love what you have said, that teach yourself how to fish so that you will have plenty to dine from for the rest of your life.
And that's exactly what I'm going to do with the person that's going to win. Yay!
This was momentum shift. Jess, we're going to have to say cheers. It's 7:04.
Oh.
It's been awesome. You're amazing. May you go from strength to strength. Keep inspiring us. Keep entertaining us. Keep showing us how to do things and how to fish and how to make videos and how to do our best. Jess is awesome. Awesome.
Bye. Thank you.
I'm on a vlog, guys. I'm on a vlog.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.